I have a note on here. Will you help me maybe?
What?
It says shoulder. I don't know why the hell I made a note that said shoulder. Okay. Maybe I'll remember while we talk.
Because you should have took this movie and just threw it over your shoulder and never thought about it again?
We'll play.
All right. Oz Perkins. Okay.
Red leather, yellow leather?
What's that mean?
That's... really?
Red leather, yellow leather?
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. It's a voice thing for enunciation.
For like stutterers or something? Or?
No, just for anybody who does talking.
Hey, what's up, couch? Anyone who does talking? Clearly, I can't do that. Hey, what's up, couch potatoes? We're back for some more spooky season today. It is the 2024 release, Longlegs, directed by Oz Perkins, which I did not realize Oz Perkins is, I don't know if he's a son, he's related in some way to Anthony Perkins. You know who that is?
Okay.
That's Norman Bates.
Yeah.
How about that? That's the best thing about this movie, guys. It's something that relates to Psycho. I'll be straight up. Worst movie I've watched all year. So if you guys want to hear people just saying that this movie is just like amazing, you might get a little bit from her. You're not going to get any from me. I thought this was dog shit, and I'm going to be very, very blunt about it in this discussion here. So, hey, Longlegs, what did you think about it?
I thought it was fine. I thought it was exactly what I expected, which was kind of a Silence of the Lambs type spoof.
It would have been fine if it stayed Silence of the Lambs instead of trying to go into some kind of supernatural thing. This felt like when Stephen King he starts his story grounded, and then he feels like he has to throw something supernatural in there. That's what this felt like to me.
Just like they did at the end of Terrifier. Okay.
I don't think that's an apples to apples comparison. But no, go ahead. Tell us what you liked. Tell me what's so great about this. What have you just been I don't even know the words I'm trying to use right now. What about this movie did you find the least bit entertaining? Because I can't think of anything.
I liked how it all tied together. I thought
it was horribly acted. The only good thing about this movie was Nicolas Cage. That's it.
Yeah. And I liked that. Really? Okay. Well, I liked that.
I'm off task here. Sorry.
The end circled, or the beginning circled back to the end, where you have that moment where she's being grabbed on her shoulder and turned around, and it's him, but she doesn't know till the end. And her mom's been running undercover the whole time. She thinks she's protecting her mom by not saying anything, and it's been her mom the whole time anyway. Okay, I liked that.
This. What did I like? We got to start with what do you like? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I like to get those initial thoughts out there. What did I like? Like I said, when Nicolas Cage did The Color Out of Space, which is maybe my favorite H.P. Lovecraft story, he did that movie. And, Nicolas Cage, he's not everyone's cup of tea, obviously.
Yeah,
but I think for a
style.
role like Color Out of Space, and now this as well, he's just zany enough that if he just goes for it, it's perfect. I thought he was phenomenal as his character. He gave me the creeps every time he was on screen. He made my skin crawl. It was awesome. And then the Hail Satan at the it's just like, oh my gosh, okay, that was spooky. Unfortunately, he's in this movie for about a total of 4 minutes.
And he's got the porcelain makeup on, just like the dolls and the all-white wardrobe. Like that was really well done.
That's where the good stuff ends for me. So why don't you tell everybody what you thought was good about it? What you liked about it?
That I did. I liked that story where it came back in full circle.
She kind of did that stuff earlier.
Yeah. I was really kind of confused by like the doll aspect of it. It destroyed the doll and
because the story makes no sense.
Destroy the girl. Right. I don't know that it makes no sense, but I was like, if you keep the doll, you get to keep the girl, but if you destroy the doll, you destroy the girl. I'm not sure. That kind of messed me up. I also felt like her partner or whoever I don't feel like they were partners. No, it was her partner. But he called her up because he knew her birthday from her file. It was not an accident he called her up. I felt like that was planned. Except for then he had no concern about his daughter's birthday. That was on the exact same day. So all that was kind of weird.
It's one of those where I'm like, how long were they under control or whatever? Is it like that the whole time? I don't think. I feel like they feel like they have that full on Stepford Wives moments, you know,
Yeah,
when they're
definitely.
gone.
Yeah.
Like that. What would you not like? You want me to go first?
I guess you go first.
I felt like this is Oz Perkins saying, or whoever wrote the story, saying, hey, I really like that movie Seven. Hey, I really like that movie Silence of the Lambs. Let me do that, but put my own little twist onto it. And you weren't as good as either of those movies. I thought that the stuff with the birth date and all that, trying to find these connections and stuff, that was the most interesting part of the story for me because I like the tracking a serial killer kind of story. That's something I've always really been into. Fortunately, the payoff was not very good for me, and I found it slow and plotting and so boring. It was hard for me to stay awake in this movie, and I can handle a slow burn story if I'm really into your story. I wasn't really into your story, and I am not the type that ever bags on acting. Guys, I've watched CW programming. Bad acting goes right over my head sometimes. I'm not a snob on these things.
True.
So if I feel like I'm seeing poor acting, at least that's the way it was. Probably that's the way she was told it. The lead, that's her the whole movie. This is like Skylar White school of acting. Like, oh my God, I get it. You're dead inside. You're emotionless. I need some kind of range of emotions from a character, and I was not behind the protagonist in this movie at all. Could care less. She could have gotten shot, and I'd have been like, whatever, the movie's probably better for it. So, I don't know.
I guess I was kind of expecting that in the movie too, the way things were running. I don't know.
When Nicolas Cage is the best performance in your movie, I don't know. You might need to go back to acting school.
I like Nicolas Cage.
I'm just saying. So, what'd you not like?
Well, kind of what I was saying before. I didn't like the doll part was confusing, and I didn't understand the point of that. There was something else. Oh, at the very beginning.
The doll thing was so bad that I actually told her, I don't think I'm smart enough to understand this movie because that can't be what they're actually doing right now, right? That's what I thought, that it was over my head, that I was missing something. Like, no, that's actually it. Okay.
The very beginning part where she knew there was somebody inside, and then she was able to warn her partner. I think that, I don't know.
Did they ever really go back into that? Was it just a
No.
gut feeling? I thought they were doing like a medium thing or something.
Yeah, I don't know. No, she's definitely, she's kind of had the shine. They talk about it in the beginning.
Another thing that the writer of the story liked. Oh, I like The Shining too. Oh, I got a little bit of Prisoners. Denny V's Prisoners, which is a great movie, amazing movie. It's kind of like this movie except
Is that
good.
the one with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah,
okay.
And Hugh Jackman. I kind of got that vibe at the beginning. Unfortunately, that was the only vibe I got in comparison with that amazing movie.
I thought it was fine.
So I'll go first here. 1 star, and that's just because that's the lowest I can give it. 0 pumpkins. There wasn't nothing scary about this movie whatsoever, except that it went on for 2 hours. That was the scariest thing about it. Without a doubt, the worst movie I've seen in 2024, and probably the worst movie I've seen in spooky season. And gosh, since I can remember, it was painfully bad, and I feel like my life is lessened because I watched this
Was
movie.
it worse than Drag Me to Hell?
Wait, Drag Me to Hell wasn't bad. It was just goofy.
I would like my hours back from Drag Me to Hell.
I feel like this is a waste of life that I'll never get back.
That's how I feel about Drag Me to Hell. Yeah, so I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was fine. If I was looking for a Silence of the Lambs movie with a Nicolas Cage twist, I feel like I got what I was expecting. It didn't exceed expectations.
This movie couldn't hold the credits of Silence of the Lambs.
And for Spooky, I gave it 2. Because, yes, that Nicolas Cage bit was spooky.
I'd say the creepiest part of the movie for me was when you realize that it was the mom doing this and she's coming out there and she's got like the habit on and she's like with a shotgun and shooting the lady in the car. That was probably like the creepiest part for me.
Where he like broke his face on the table in the holding cell. That was pretty creepy for me. Yeah.
So, look, it's one of those things I've noticed that the movie is quite divisive. I was surprised after we watched it. I was like, really? This is getting like so much critical acclaim. But then I actually started talking to people. It was very divided. People do seem to really, really like it or really do not like it. And I seem to
I liked it
be
fine.
the latter.
I wouldn't go run out and demand everybody watch it, but I liked it fine. Okay.
I'm glad. I'm not upset that you liked it because, like I said, there's lots of people who seem to like it. To me, it's like I feel like I want you to pick a side. Are you going to be the grounded in reality, gritty cop story, or are you going to be the, hey, we're chasing demons and devils and things? And I just feel like it waited too long to play that card. And it just tried to do it as like a gotcha. And it's just like.
And that's exactly how I feel about Terrifier.
You sure you liked Terrifier? Because you keep going back to Terrifier here.
I'm just saying, like, why is it bad for it to be supernatural at the end in this movie, but not the other?
I don't know. I don't necessarily think that it went someplace that it didn't let you know it wasn't. We'll talk about Terrifier another time. I don't think that's even close to the same comparison, really. But
I mean, if that's what turned you off, then I see it's the same.
See,
way.
guys, we don't agree on all these movies.
No.
I mean, I'm fine with her being wrong on this one. This is bad.
Doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
Bad movie, guys. Skip it.
It's
Please
fine.
skip it. You'll thank me later.
It's fine.
Trust me. So, guys, let us know what you thought about Longlegs and why I'm wrong or why she's the greatest and I'm the worstest. I probably agree with you there. But, hey, drop in the comments and let us know what you thought about Longlegs, and we will talk to you there.